music is your music. Listen as much as you like. 94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative.
So in numerology, people with birthdays today, what year are they in and what does that mean?
Today is January 13th. Happy birthday. You are a Capricorn if you didn't know that. Some people don't know their zodiac sign. And in numerology, your personal year is a 5 personal year. So personal years run from 1 to 9, and then once you get to 9, you go back to 1 again. So you're right in the middle at 5. And this is all about change and freedom and new experiences this year. It's also about learning from your mistakes.
Yay!
So you will make mistakes and then you will learn from them. And probably the biggest thing is the theme of the year, I would say, is to just go with the flow. If you make a mistake, admit it, own it, and then move on and let it go and don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
And then just like I said, learn to be spontaneous and flexible. Because your birthday's in January, it's going to be really strong right now and also in February. And then the 5 is going to kind of wane off. And then about July, you'll go into a 6. And the 6th year is all about family, responsibilities, obligations, sometimes being very supportive of family members. So we'll get into that. 6 will come up again, but right now you're focused on the 5, being spontaneous and flexible.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Fun. Well, we're getting calls already, so we will take those. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is Amy.
Hey, Amy. What's your question for Marla?
I don't know if I have a question, just kind of seeing what she has.
Okay. You want a
Let's see.
cold reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Let's see what we get. Okay, Amy, I'm flipping cards. Right off the bat, I pull the sign of Aries, the sign of Sagittarius. Are you either of those?
No, but my mom's a Sagittarius.
Okay. I think this is more about Sagittarius energy coming in. It could be her. In the current position, so this is 2016 for you. So I'm showing that as much as you want to get the ball rolling and get things moving, you're being asked to stay quiet, be patient. That's the Sag card. It's also about Hangman, which is coming in here, another major card. And that is about coming out of a difficult place, it's as if you were drowning and now you're out of the water and you're in a boat, but you're still not off the ocean yet, and it's still pretty choppy. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So you're in a boat, the water's choppy, you're going to be fine, but you're not through the struggle yet. And anytime we're struggling, it means we're resisting what is. And so my suggestion is just go with the flow. Try not to resist. Don't dig in your heels. You don't have to like everything that's happening to you, but you can accept it, okay, and make peace with it. Emperor coming in here is the Aries card, and that is the kind of year you're going to have. Once things start moving forward, which I would say February a little bit, March a lot, which is when Aries kicks in. March, things are going to get really, really more, what's the word I want to use? More aggressive, okay? And so things will really kick off then, and you can start pursuing what you want more so. And then you'll have to practice balance in your life and good discernment or good choices. But everything is going to come true that you want this year. Everything's going to start flowing in really nice, but not until March will it start happening. So you still have a little bit of some lessons to learn or some things to get through, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Amy. Amy gave us a call at 1-800-595-2943. You can talk to Marla, get a cold reading, or if you have something specific you want to know about, like in regards to health, relationships, those are my favorite questions, family, career,
spirit animal, business,
or numerology. You want to know what your year is in numerology.
Yeah, so you can prepare for what's coming up. It's all good.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
So also, along the lines of birthdays and stuff, as far as crystals go.
Yes. So for Capricorns, your crystal is, at least for the month of January, it's garnet. Okay, and that's just the given birthstone for the month. But being a Capricorn, you can also gravitate towards any of the stones like ruby, hematite, onyx, jet, obsidian, all of those are really dark stones except for the ruby. And it's to help you with fear, help bring you courage, and help you more so with your self-esteem. Because January Capricorns tend to have more fear issues than other signs, more worry issues. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are good stones for you if you're a worrier.
Right. And now you have another excuse to go buy expensive jewelry like rubies and stuff. Like
Exactly.
it's helping me.
It's helping me. It
That's
helps
what I
me
would do.
feel good about myself. Yeah. There you go.
It vibrates good vibrations for me. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Kate,
Hey, Kate, what's your question for Marla?
I'm wanting to know where my business is going this year.
Okay. All right. That's a good question. Let me flip some cards here. How long have you been in this business?
3 years.
Okay. And let's see how it's going to go. If it's going to go, okay? I'm not saying that anything bad yet, but let me just look at what's going on. Ooh, my. Okay. Curious, what's your month and day of your, what's your birthday month and birthday day?
9/22.
9/22. Okay. Okay, so you were in a 4 personal year, and that is, as you know, you've probably heard, is the work your ass off year. So you're going to have to work very hard this year, especially if you want to keep your business afloat or going in the direction that you want, okay?
Okay.
There are some obstacles in the way. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me look at this. So you've been in business. Is this a work from home business, or you have to pay rent and lease a building, and
Lease.
you do lease? Okay.
Uh-huh.
It feels like if it were me, I would be looking at alternatives or something new to bring into the business. It feels like there's a rut going on. There's something that is keeping it in a place. It could just be your fear or your worries. Oftentimes our own emotions keep us stuck because we're afraid to try new things. We're afraid to just let go and trust the process. But I get that there's a rut. There's something that is keeping you stuck. And in the spring, like April, that kind of spring, not March, more April, I do feel like you take it in a new direction or you add something to the business, and this profits or adds good things to it. It could even be just a business partner or getting a loan or something, but there's something new coming because where you're at now is stale, stagnant, and you have to do something different. Do you know what that is yet? Have you even thought about different things you could do?
Yeah, maybe move. What's that look like?
Oh, that's a big one. Okay. Like move locations or move towns?
Move locations.
Move locations. Okay. Let me ask if that's going to be beneficial. Okay. Now, keep in mind we're in what's known as Mercury. The planet Mercury is retrograde. So you don't want to make important decisions this month, but it's excellent for reviewing ideas, putting out, new what ifs out there.
Okay.
Moving locations feels good. I actually pulled the fear card. So if you can get out of your lease or if your lease is up soon, I would definitely think about moving locations. That feels very positive to me. It could just be where you're at is, low energy, negative energy, or you need to expand. Now, oftentimes what people are afraid to do is to, how do I want to put this? It's like if you want to grow your business, sometimes we're waiting for the business to grow before we hire all the employees and get into a bigger space. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're waiting for the universe to tell us or make it happen. Oftentimes what happens is the universe wants you to show that you are willing or believing in your product or what you have, and that if you make room for the growth, like get a bigger space or a different space, then the universe has places to go to build it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, because years ago I was talking to a client who's now got a multi-million-dollar business, but he was afraid to hire just a third person, okay? He was afraid to hire a third person. I said, you've got to hire someone to do the books because you can't do it yourself. He goes, well, I can't afford a third person. I go, you need to. She needs to do it so you have time to go out and get more business. Well, he finally did it. And this is 5 years later, just 5 years later, he's in a multi-million-dollar business here in town in Fort Collins. And I'm not going to say who he is because I'm not sure he wants me to talk about him. But he's very, very, very successful. He has 90 employees now.
Nice.
Wow.
And he works all over the state. So, because I said, and not just, I'm not taking credit, I'm just saying you have to listen to Spirit. And if you want to grow your business, you need to believe in it and grow it yourself. So, getting a bigger space or a different space, maybe if you need to hire someone, if you're too busy and you're trying to do it all yourself, then hire someone to help you, even if it's just part-time. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
any other
great.
questions?
Thank you. What's that?
Any other questions I can help you with?
What does my, let's see, being a grandmother, is there any other babies in the future?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we get. Any other babies coming? Not in the near future.
Okay.
Not like in the next few years. Like not in the next year. Let me look at if there's a possibility. That's a choice that other people have to make. I know you would want more, but it feels more like I'm going to say at this point it doesn't look like it, but there's always a chance. That's you're talking about free will, and people can change their minds, or accidents can happen.
My mom was an accident.
So at this point, I'm going to say not likely, but maybe. But it's pretty small choice, like maybe 10%. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're
All right,
welcome.
thanks, Kate. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, this is Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. What's your question for Marla?
Hey, Marla, I just was calling for a cold call, or a cold reading.
A cold reading for 2016, yeah?
Yeah.
See what the year's going to do and bring for you, okay? Let's see what we
that'd
get.
be great.
All right. Very interesting card. Just with a yes or no, I'm pulling, of course, astrology cards. Are you an Aries,
Nope.
a Sag,
Nope.
or a Libra?
No.
Okay. Oh, I just now pulled Gemini, too. So, nope.
Nope.
All right, good. Well, you're pulling a lot of majors because all these cards are major cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major cards. Anything 4 or more means there's a lot of stuff coming up this year. So hang on. It starts off with the theme around relationships or partnerships, and it shows that you are struggling or working through some difficulties in friendships or relationships. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then it's saying don't beat yourself up. Of course, when relationships or issues happen in personal relationships, we do need to own our role or our part in it. But it doesn't mean that you have to take the blame for everything. So don't be so hard on yourself. Own your part and say, I'm going to work on that part of me before I get involved in another friendship or a business partnership. And then let that go. Be kind to yourself. Pretend like you're talking to a friend. What would you tell a friend? And, don't be that hard on yourself. You have some control issues that you have been working on. So letting go of control, continue letting go, letting things happen the way they're supposed to. You need to practice patience this year as well. And because you're not a Libra, there is a very important relationship coming in. Libras are all about relationships and working through those and making sure everything's fair and balanced. And so you do have a very important relationship coming to you. Is it an old one resurfacing? Did you want to know that, or is that a question you have, or are you hoping it's a new one?
Oh, no, I don't have any on the horizon, so it'll be random.
Okay. This is a very important relationship, and it may start off a little rocky, but then it's going to end up to being like, it could be the one. Are you married or going through a divorce or just single?
Nope, I have a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend. Oh. Are you going to ask her to marry you, or do you not want to say?
I don't know yet.
Not know yet. Okay.
I hear the smile in his voice. I think that means yes.
It's possible. That decision is coming up this year. Okay?
Okay.
The choice of should I or shouldn't I take this to the next level. It's coming up this year. Be patient. What is her sign? What's her birthday?
Her birthday's June 2nd, so
So she's the Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah, okay, and I did pull Gemini. What's your birthday?
March 10th.
March 10th. Okay, so you're the Pisces. Okay, Pisces and Gemini. Water and air. Can be a little challenging, but depending on your moon sign and some other signs, your rising sign, it could be compatible. Would you like me to look at the two of you on a teeter-totter, or do you not want to go there?
Sure.
Okay. Can you give me a first name? If you want to give me a fake one, that's okay.
Diane.
Diane. Okay. Interesting. So Diane's just kind of sitting there, just chilling, and she's just smiling. She's very cute. I like her. She's very cute. And you're really you're very serious. You're very, I know you're a Pisces, but you're also, Pisces run deep, right? Their emotions run deep, and they don't always show them, especially the males. But you are very serious, and you're looking at the relationship in a way of, okay, is this something, like you are thinking about, do I want to take this to the next level, or is this something I want to keep investing in? She's hoping you do. She feels very flirtatious, very cute. It's more of, my coaching to you is just to let go. Enjoy each moment as it comes, and try not to think so much about the future right now. Just enjoy it and just continue having fun with her. Explore all parts of the relationship, whether it's, there's an old Jerry Seinfeld movie. I don't know if you ever watched Jerry's, not movie, but TV show, where it's like the first trip that you ever take with somebody. That could be real telling, going out of the country or going on a vacation with them. I don't know if you've done that with her yet or not, but explore all the avenues or facets of the relationship. Go on a trip with her, meet her family. If you haven't already done those, do those things. That'll help you make up your mind. But there's just go through a birthday with each other. You've been through the holidays, but try all these different things out, and that will help you see each other's values, which are very important. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. So have you taken a trip with her yet?
Yeah, we've taken a few.
Okay, all right. So then you're already way past all that. So just kind of be in the moment and just see where your heart takes you, okay? But it could end up in something very, very important.
All right.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
It's a 94.3 The X. He's totally going to pop the question.
It feels like he's really thinking that, but yeah.
Well, you could hear the smile.
Yeah.
You could hear it. He's just like Todd. He's going to start calling in every week asking about his Gemini.
Or was it his Pisces, I think?
He was a Pisces.
This guy's, yeah.
Yeah, he was a Pisces. Yeah, well, and then Todd has his Pisces.
But Aaron will call in every week about his Gemini. I see what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to creep you out or anything, but we're feeling the vibe right now.
You gonna listen to all that new rock alternative?
And I think you like us.
You wanna split it?
94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio until 9 o'clock. I got the time wrong last hour.
I'll be here all day.
All day long, yes. It's 94.3 The X, and we have someone calling us at 1-800-595-2943. 94.3 The X, who's this?
This is Flora.
You said Flora?
Flora, yes.
What's your question for Marla?
I think I was just calling for maybe a cold read.
Okay.
Or I'm involved in a I don't know how to say it, a trial coming up, and I'm pretty confused on it too. So that might be helpful also if she could.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something else that made me laugh. I'm not going to say it on the air. So I'm involved in a, and I just like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is more about the outcome of the trial that's coming up, perhaps? If it's going to go your way, or, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. You don't have to say anything more. I've got enough information. If I need more information, I'll ask. Okay, it looks a little scary. Pisces energy. Are you Pisces by any chance?
No.
Okay. Pisces shows drama. Hangman is in there. Wow. Are there more people involved? Is it just you?
No, there's a lot of
That's what I
people
thought.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the drama. And are you all on the same side?
No.
So are you against them?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Is there stuff happening this month with it as well?
Yeah.
Because of Mercury retrograde, that's going to kind of throw things up. So usually what happens is when there's court cases, trials are set, depositions, and all that stuff. If it's happening during retrograde, it usually means there's going to be delays and setbacks, or the judge or jury or the mediator may say, okay, we're going to push it back because we don't have all the information we need. So there's going to be some delays. Okay, that's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
So don't think that it's going to all come to a conclusion this month. It will not. Okay, it's going to linger for a while. And for you, the Queen, I'm pulling the Queen of Swords here with Hangman, hang in there. It's going to be a lot longer process than you want it to be. I honestly don't feel it all settling out for you until spring. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then from
Yeah.
spring, there's another thing after that that feels to be like June, July. So there could be like a resolution in the spring and then a final. It's all dead. It's all done and said in the early summer. So it's like this is going to go on for like 6 more months. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I feel something positive in the spring and then a final resolution where you can finally just breathe June, July. So in the meantime, what's important for you is not to react to the events so strongly. In other words, what we can control down here is our reactions and our words, nothing else. So know that you can't control other people, the judge, the jury, the mediator, the timing, the weather. There's nothing you can control. But you can control your actions and your thoughts, which are the most important thing that can happen to any of us. If we want something to go for our highest good, then we need to make sure that our thoughts are on that. What's for my highest good? So if it was me, I would be saying, whatever's for my highest good, please help me keep positive thoughts. Please help me keep hope in this situation and help it go in a way that's good for me. You know, and when you say that, it sounds selfish, but what's for your highest good is for everyone's because we're all connected. Okay?
Yeah.
But right now, what's happening is you're being challenged, your strength and your courage, and then you're learning not to react so strongly to things that may throw you off kilter. Because this is a very important learning curve for you. This is about you being strong.
Yeah. It all makes sense.
Okay. All right. Anything else I can help you with, or are we good?
No, that was great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Hang in there.
Thanks. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this? 94.3 The X. Who's this? Hello. I think someone butt dialed us.
Either that or they got busy at work and they had to stick it under and the boss walked by. And
yeah, that's true.
Never mind.
That's true. Oops. Well, if that was you, because I could hear myself in the background, so I know you're listening, call back. 1-800-5952-94.
The Front Range is home for new music discovery. 94.3 The X.
Powerball. Yeah. Like we were just talking about off the air, like, you know, I'm in a 1 year now and opportunities, the party your ass off year. Marla said, go buy a lotto ticket. I said, I did yesterday.
Good for you. I'm not saying you're going to win.
Yeah, I probably won't. I mean, you never know, though, because on Saturday, like 6 people in Colorado won something. Like either $50,000 or $150,000. One person in Fort Collins won $150,000.
I was hoping it would have been me. But
I know.
People are like, well, you're psychic. Shouldn't you know? I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Yeah. You can't use your gifts for ill-gotten gains.
Yeah.
I can't go to Vegas and win.
Unfortunately.
I can't predict a Bronco game. Don't ask. But I'm just like everybody else.
Yep. It's a 94.3 The X. 3 people are calling, which means if you're trying to call, just hang in there. Be patient. We'll empty out these phone lines. It's a 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Hi, this is Steve Bond.
Hi, Steve.
What's your question for Marla?
Me and my wife are having a rough go right now, and I want to ask Marla if things are going to get better or what.
Okay, Steve. Would you like to tell me her first name or give me a fake name for her?
Her name is Abigail.
Abigail. So I'm going to look at you guys on a teeter-totter, then I'm also going to look at the cards, which, oh my, I would agree with you. Is either of you either a Capricorn or an Aquarius?
I don't know what she is. She's September 16th.
Would you say September or December?
September.
September.
16th.
She's a Virgo, and what are you?
I'm an Aries.
You're the Aries. Okay, so we got Earth and fire. Okay, what does fire do? Yeah, what does fire do to Earth? It burns it. It scorches it. So that can be a little conflicted relationship sometimes. If I look at you,
burning on me.
no. No, you're the fire. She's the Earth. So I was just.
Hell yeah.
I was just being funny. Okay. You're pretty funny all by yourself. Okay.
Oh my God.
If I look at you guys on a teeter-totter, she's a little mad at you. She's a little put out. She's got her arms crossed, and she's like, huh. And so I don't know, and you don't have to tell us, please, what you did or if there's something that's going on that's, really heavy. But there does feel to be she's wanting either a very big apology from you or she's wanting restitution or something, but she's not.
Tell me, will the cards, sorry for interrupting, but will the cards say what I did? Because I'm really not sure.
Well, why don't you ask her? Because the cards are showing the devil card. So sometimes we don't know what we did. And with women, we have to be honest here. With women, we can be very, we can expect our partner to get what we want. We can be very flirty and coy and kind of make suggestions, but sometimes guys just need us to tell them what they want, right? We need to, and so she may need to just tell you what you did or what she wants from you because you may be clueless, okay? And that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, you're the Aries and you're very busy with your warrior personality. And, and so you might just ask her, look, did I do something? Is there something that I can do to make this right? And yes, it's very humbling to do that. And I'm not saying you're apologizing, but you're asking her to communicate with you. And when you guys do start talking, I do feel that there is hope. There is some hope. So it's not over, but you do need to ask her to communicate with you and tell you, and then keep in mind, she may start spewing things from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, however long you've been married. But what you need to do is say, look, what is all of this about? What, if she starts bringing up the past, which we all do, men too, then ask her, well, what's the theme here? What is really going on? Am I not giving you enough, love, attention? Ask her that. Right. Do you already know what that is, what you're not giving her?
I don't know. It's like it's pretty icy at the house right now.
Okay. You need to find out why it's icy and then find out the theme. She's going to throw a bunch of stuff at you, but find out what it all means. Like, does she not feel like you appreciate her? Does she not feel like you show enough love? Find those things out, and you're laughing. Okay. So I might have hit on it. Most women don't feel appreciated when they're icy. That's just a given. So then maybe you come home. And it sounds very cliche, but you come home with some appreciation for her, whether it doesn't have to be a gift, but just give her a day off or notice that she's done things around the house or compliment her or, start being more appreciative and see if that's part of it. Okay?
Well, thank you, Marla.
You're welcome.
We listen to you here at SBI every Wednesday.
Cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Marla.
Thanks, Steve. Oh, my God. He was hilarious.
Yes, he
I was scared a couple times I might have to, drop the call.
Cut him off, but he did fine.
He did great. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this? Hello.
It's the same
this
caller.
Is Jessica.
Oh, there.
Hey, Jessica. What's your question for Marla?
Well, I was just calling. I'm 32 years old, and I've been single for probably 10 years, and I was just calling if she could see anyone in my future.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that question. Okay, first give me your birthday. You don't have to give me the year. You already told me the year, but give me your birthday.
November 7th.
11/7. Okay. So, oh my. No wonder, there's no way you would have met anyone last year, okay, that was going to last. Because last year was your 9 year. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong. Let me restate that. this year's your 9-year. Okay. You're not oh dear.
Oh, no.
You may not meet anybody this year that will last. Now, there are some caveats to that. Let me flip some cards here, too, and then let me talk. So last year was your 8-year. This year's your 9-year. The 9 is going to be strongest in November around your birthday. The 9 year is the year of change. Okay? So, oh, you do have a soulmate coming, but it might be, okay. It actually happened in my current relationship, marriage. I met my husband when he was in a 9-year. I knew he was in a 9-year, and I told him when I met him, we're not going to get serious right away, okay? Because a 9-year means change, and you don't want to get really serious. You want to build a slow friendship. So there is someone coming in this year. And a 9-year can be about cleaning out the clutter, letting go of things that no longer serve a purpose. So if you have someone in your past that you need to let go of in your heart, I highly recommend you do the work now. This person is going to come in. He will challenge you. He will push all your buttons, but it could be a very beneficial relationship, and it could last, but it can be a little rocky to start off with because you're in your 9-year. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The other thing is, the other caveat here is I was in a 2-year when I met my husband, so I was in the relationship year. He was in the let go, find freedom year. But it worked out because I was in a 2 and he was in a 9. So you could meet someone who is in like a 1 or a 2 or a 3 year, which is that can help balance out your 9. But my suggestion for this year is I wouldn't focus on finding love. I would focus on cleaning out your life. If there are things that aren't working, people, relationships, situations, let them go. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much.
And whatever you clean out will then open up room for somebody to come in. You do have somebody coming. You absolutely will be in a relationship within a year or 2. Okay? And it's a serious
good.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
thank you. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Bambi.
Hey, Bambi, what's your question for Marla?
I think I just kind of need a cold reading, see how the year's going to go. My life has been, we'll put it that way.
All right.
Okay. That's the Bambi I've talked to before, isn't it?
Yes, that's
And I think you even... So let's see. Since the last one. This is fun. You know, I don't like people to come every week for tarot. Reiki's a different story. But tarot cards, you want to wait, a while in between so you can just let things develop, because it's more about just trusting the process. So let's see if anything's changed since I last saw you. 2016. Okay, it ends on happiness. Oh, nice.
Good.
Pregnancy card. I don't know if you want to be pregnant or not, but we got the pregnancy card. That usually means if no pregnancy, then it means 9 months or less, things are going to get better, possibly a new job. This is your year to work on self-esteem.
Okay.
You were going to work on yourself. You're going to change who you or what you see as yourself, the personality, what you like, what you don't like. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
You need to really work on you this year. I pull 3 self-esteem cards. So this year's all about you and working on you and liking what you see in the mirror. If there's some things about yourself that you don't like, only you can change it, right? And you can't change for anybody else. You have to do it for you. So work on those things, whether it's, just a habit or being better at, not being so hard on yourself. But you do have a new beginning coming within 9 months. Let me see. This is... or less. So this is January. Wow. It feels like once Mercury lifts, you have a really good February, March, April. Then it kind of gets into maintenance zone. And then the fall really gets really bright again. So it's like a little roller coaster. I feel really good. And then I kind of practice what I've learned. And then I get another really good high back in September. So it can be a very, very good year. It's awesome. Just keep working on you, and you'll just see the progress. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks, Bambi.
All right, thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. It's 94.3 The X. Everyone's been giving us a call talking to Marla. She is a psychic. Call at 1-800-595-2943. Here we go. 94.3 The X. Who's this? Hey, Beth, what's your question for Marla?
Real quick, I just wanted to know what my significant other's year was this year.
Oh, okay. What is their birthday and month? Birthday?
6/1.
6/1. Okay. So they're in a 7-year. It's going to be strongest around their birthday, May, June, July. 7-year is the year I'm in. It's the year of solitude, needing alone time. It's about going deep within to kind of just become more of it's a spiritual work. It's inner growth, inner work. And so they may not feel as social, but they'll definitely be doing a lot of good inner work and processing.
Oh, that'll be interesting because I'm in a 5-year. So
okay, and of course, anyone listening, you can Google personal year 7, personal year 5, and there's pages and pages on what you can do.
That moment when you remember there's a station that plays the kind of music that makes you feel good.
Okay, now I get you. That's cool.
94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative.
Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio taking your calls. We'll get right to it. 94.3 The X, who's this?
Hi, Allison.
Hey, Allison, what's your question for Marla?
I'm in a time I feel like I need some change. So I was just curious if you could give me an overall reading of kind of direction of what change you think I might be seeing.
Okay. I was going to make a joke and say, well, I got a dime here, a quarter, and nickel, but that's a bad joke. Sorry.
But
okay. Let's see what kind of change we have coming for Allison. Okay. We got Libra coming in. Are you Libra, yes or no?
No.
Okay, that's balance. If you want change, you got to work on balance in your life. Oftentimes when we're either workaholics or we tend to focus more on one area of our life than the other, then our life is out of whack, which means then change is harder because we're not seeing where there is a void in the life. There is, okay. I already know what's going on here. So you need to get organized, my dear. You need to get balanced and organized. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to click, especially now when Mercury's retrograde, and it will happen again in May and again in September. So you have lots of time this year, but especially now, clean out the clutter, clean out things in your life, let go of relationships. You need to get really organized and focused on what's important. And even though a lot of people say, I don't do resolutions, well, what about just stating what your priorities are this year? Instead of calling them resolutions, what is your priority this year? Do you want, you said you want change, but do you want change in your career, change in your love life, change in your personal stuff? Focus on working on what area of your life you want change in. You can say, I want to change everything about myself, everything, love, career, all of it, but that's spreading your energy too much. And the universe, spirit, higher power can't, it's going to give you the same energy back. If you want everything changed, then you're going to get a little bit here, there, and there. If you say, I really want to work on this year my health, then spirit will help you work on your health. Do you understand?
Yes.
Get really good with your priorities and pick 1 or 2 that you really want to change. If it's career, update your resume, focus on, other people, what they do for a living and what appeals to you. If you need to go back to school, look at all that stuff. But you do have change coming because I show it, and you're going to be successful at whatever this is you're wanting to bring in. It may be more about career. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks positive that you can absolutely make some changes in your career and be very happy when it's all said and done. Okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. Thanks. Bye. Time for one more. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Yeah. Hi, my name's Luke.
Hey, Luke. What's your question for Marla?
Well, my wife and I have been trying to get pregnant for a little while, and I guess that's my question is
it going to happen?
Are we looking good?
Okay. That's a great question. Okay. Let's see if there's a baby coming up this year. Curious, what is your wife's first name? And you can give me a fake one.
Melanie.
Melanie and Luke. Okay. Oh, sweet. Well, there's definitely a lot of love in the relationship. That looks great. There is a choice coming in. Female choices need to be made by the female. Oh, look what I pulled. Pregnancy.
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
I would say yes, it's going to happen. Let me see if I can give you a timeline. What's her birthday?
June 29th.
June 29th. Okay. So that's 2, 8. Okay, that's good. Prosperity. This is a good year for that. I do pull pregnancy. There is something that let me just double check. Oh, okay. I can easily, so when people ask me this question, if I can easily put a baby in the woman's arms, then yes, I feel there is a possibility of the baby coming within a very short time or pregnancy happening. If someone asks me this question and I don't see a baby, it doesn't mean they're not going to have a baby, but it means that the soul doesn't have to have a child in this lifetime to be fulfilled. But I do see a baby, and so there is a child that needs to be brought into this world, especially for your wife. I'm just going to go ahead and see. Do you want to know what the sex is?
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be a boy.
Aww.
So
all right.
Start working on boy names. And I have a 50-50 chance of being right. So I'm fairly right with that usually. Most of my clients will admit that I've predicted even before they knew they were pregnant that they were pregnant and what the baby was. I feel a male soul hanging out. Okay, so you have a little boy. I can see blue hat on the baby. I do feel that there is a step that your wife might need to go through first. I don't know if you're going to a doctor but there's something that she can do, whether it's something simple as, which I tell all my female clients, cut out caffeine, okay? Which means chocolate, no caffeine. Because honest to gosh, caffeine does work against getting pregnant, especially if there are already some issues. It is a deterrent to pregnancy. So if she's not off caffeine, she needs to be, and that means no soda too, okay? Does she drink coffee?
Okay.
Caffeine?
No, she does do soda, but we both we're on a diet this month, so
Good.
no soda, no caffeine.
No, soda is so bad for you. Sorry, soda people, but it's so bad for
Me.
you. Yeah, and especially if she, so I think what this is she needs to get healthy. She needs to clean up her diet. She needs to eat more things with B vitamins. She needs to cut out the caffeine in the soda, get off the sugar, and really just clean up her diet. There is a pregnancy coming. Her health will improve, and then it's going to happen. Okay?
Great.
All right. Hopefully it'll happen. It feels like it could happen anytime. I'll give it a couple months to clean up the diet, and then anytime from then on.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
All right. Congratulations. Let us know when the baby boy's born. or when she's pregnant.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Luke. It's 94.3 The X, and we have run out of time. Psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio. She'll be back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and she'll be here until 9 o'clock. Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
I'm trying to correct myself because I got that totally wrong an hour ago.
Mercury's retrograde, people. We're entitled to make communication foibles. Yes. Holy cow.
Or maybe I'm just a very confused.
Maybe you had too much soda this morning.
That's probably it. That's probably it. You have a workshop this month. When is it?
Reiki class on Saturday, January 23rd.
Okay.
If you're interested, give me a call, 223-3457, or go to my website, marlamitchell.com.
All right, perfect. marlamitchell.com. And your phone number's up there too, right?
It's there. Everything's there.
Okay, perfect. marlamitchell.com. We'll see you next week, Marla.
Alternative for the Front Range.
You gotta open up his eyes to the music.
94.3